Okay, this was definitely a finalist chapter. We see that the last attack that the magicians had on the finalists took mostly everyone out. Just only a few remain. And I'm just thinking to myself, did that kill them? Or are they just knocked out? I hope it didn't kill them because there's not really many of them left. Mu is pissed. He tells Roro and Muran that, hey, we need to finish this in one go. So now we can see that last chapters, they were just kind of playing around and, just messing with them. But they got deadly serious in this chapter. We also see that Aladdin, his body is like all fucked up or something because of the rook. And apparently he's getting a lot more than what he probably thought he would. Oh my god, like this whole chapter I was kind of like squealing a little bit and just kind of like laughing because the finalists just tore the magicians a new one. Oh my god, like can we just appreciate the body mutilations of bodies being cut in half and being shot to pieces and just it's great. So now they're serious. Like no more messing around, no more, running after them, playing games with them. They're fucking serious right now. So Mu tells Muran and Roro like, hey, we need to finish this in one go. We don't have that much Magi left and we need to fucking kick their asses. I just like how Muran was like, don't get cocky, you worms. And she just like blasts this one guy in half. And I'm just like, oh, jeez. Like, oh man, this is just so great. This is just so... Mars explains because their vessels, their metal vessels, come from a jinn who specializes in the 7th type of magic, which is strength. Their attacks are going to be freaking unstoppable. Can we just go ahead and say invincible? And because these are the finalists, the people whose strength are 100 times more stronger than normal humans, their attacks are pretty much unstoppable. Okay, we can all agree like their attacks are unstoppable, at least for the magician. And now we can see that Mu, he's all serious and he has his sword and he just freaking just slashes these magicians in half like they're butter. I mean, even with their bulk, he just slashes right through their barriers and just cuts them in half. And he's just like, there's no place for you to run. I just felt the intensity. Once again, Otaka just does a great job with the shadowing and toning on the faces so you can really feel like they're pissed. Like they're pissed. Like they cannot underestimate the magicians, what they shouldn't have before. So it just goes on and you just see Mu, Roro, and just Muran just annihilating the magicians. And a part of me was like, no, Myers, no, because she's so freaking awesome. And they're counting. It kind of reminded me of that part in Lord of the Rings where Legolas and the dwarf, they were like counting the orcs they killed in the 3rd movie. And Legolas is like, 1, 2, 33, 34. But the finalists, they're a little bit more crazy. They're a little bit more insane. So, this chapter basically, it shows us what the finalists are really capable of. Because before, yeah, they got the slicing and the dicing people's faces in half with their hands and their feet. But combine Magi with this, actually combine like metal vessels and power, so like supernatural power with this, like they're a dangerous group. If you didn't understand them before of how dangerous they are, this chapter shows. I don't think this is their full potential. I think if we saw a longer battle of them with some other people or whatever, and they fully went out, then we would see more. But I think this chapter demonstrates to the audience why the finalists have the reputation that they have, why they're considered legendary, why they are feared, and why they're admired in a way. And I can't help but wonder, like, how did they become slaves? If you think back to a few chapters, I don't remember exactly what chapter, but like, okay, Morgiana, put Morgiana aside, because she was a slave ever since she was a kid. But going to the to the Dark Continent where they all were, like, how did other people make them slaves? That's what I'm curious to find out. What happened with that? Did stronger people come along, which I doubt, and take them and make them slaves? Like, I don't know, was there mind, like, emotional damage for them to... Because with Morgiana's case, there was a lot of emotional baggage with her. And, you know, these people can overpower practically anything. And I'm saying anything right now because right now there's nobody or no other type of people known that's stronger than the finalists. So, I don't know. That's something I'm curious to know. As they're about to destroy the final barrier, you see this huge, gigantic ass, muscular arm swoop them back and, like, push them back. And I go, oh! Ugo, so Aladdin has used some of his Magi to summon, like how he did before, a manifestation of Ugo, or the physical Rook form of Ugo. But there's not one, and there's not two. There are three of them, and I cannot wait. You know, I was thinking that it was going to be Aladdin who was going to use, like, his magic, and he was going to be able to hold them back with, like, magical powers. But manifesting Ugo and with the Rook, because apparently he's gotten a lot, and he is a lot more stronger. So we can assume that these three Ugos, or I'm assuming that they're the physical form or the manifestation of Ugos. I mean, what other djinn would he be using? But I am just really, really excited and curious to know how he is going to keep back the finalists, because they are no joke. The very last panel that we see is, we don't see Aladdin's face, but we do see Solomon's wisdom seal, like, kind of basically making its appearance on his forehead. So that basically lets you know that we can assume that the next chapter, this is where, not to be the climax of the battle, but it's getting pretty damn close to the climax of this whole war, this whole fight here. And I just want to know what's something new that we haven't seen from his previous manifestations of Ugo that we're going to see now. That's what I'm curious to know. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this chapter. Thanks for listening, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.